Live from Atlanta, Georgia.
Live from Las Vegas, Nevada. The
It's
Keto
the
Show with
Keto
Tom and Mike.
Show. Tom and Mike.
Hello, Mike.
How you doing, Tom? How,
I'm I'm hanging in there, brother. I mean, the spring fever. Uh, I should say allergy fever. Because, I mean, holy moly. Uh, this is the most rain I've seen out west here in a long, long time.
yeah.
And well, since I moved here. So the dust and stuff. That's other challenges. Like I came from Florida
hmm
and New Jersey. I mean, just the allergies and stuff. But wow, I mean, everything's blooming out here. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. I
How you doing?
I'm percolating. We rode by uh the Golden Corral with the buffet, dude.
The dude's here. What's up, brother?
Yeah, and the manager was outside flagging me down. He said, "Where you been?"
I,
And I
as
told
everybody,
him, I said, "You're the same guy that used to tell me, oh no, 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 no.
you're here too long.
You come back at 2 o'clock. The buffet's over at 2 o'clock. You come back at 2 o'clock." And he laughed and
Did
he
you ever
said,
see that?
"Yeah,
Did you ever see that guy, John Purnett, the
oh
comedian?
yeah, oh yeah,
That's one of my favorite comedians. I mean, he just hits the nail right on the head. Uh,
yeah." He is great. He's funny. He was. It's a waste that he died so young. But
and
I love the one where he talks about. He said, "Boy, that manager, he got mad. He came out every hour."
yeah, great sense of humor. How's keto treating you?
Yeah, it's been doing okay. We spent the day with my mother-in-law today, and we were on the way home. And I said, if we're gonna eat, we probably better do it before we get home. So we went by IHOP, and I got eggs, bacon, and sausage.
There you go.
Yeah, and that's what Paige got too. Well, not actually, Paige got ham and eggs. So, and that bringing that to mind. You can do keto at IHOP.
Oh
Just
yeah,
don't it. Well, I'm not saying don't get it. Just know that if you get an omelet, it's going to have their pancake batter in it because that's what they use to make it fluffy.
yeah. I mean, at our stage of it right now, uh, I'm. Huh.
Hey, Marie.
Let's let's
Hey,
let's
Ron.
do let's do it this way, Mike. Hi, my name is Tom, and I have a confession to make.
I'm yeah.
So you know that
Oh,
I've been playing on the weekends, okay? And
hi, Tom.
and so last weekend we had the weekend off, but we went to the venue anyway, just for support. And they bring a lot of different entertainers. Okay, that's set the stage. So I had a couple drinks. I had a couple vodkas, which don't affect me on keto. And then we left there about 11 o'clock, left the one venue, and I'm a mile away from Green Valley Ranch in uh, Henderson here in Green Valley. Okay.
Mhm.
So I said to
Yeah.
Marie, come on, we ain't been there for a while. Let's stop. You know, I don't feel like
Yeah.
going
Why
home
not?
right now.
Why
Well,
not?
well, we stopped in and we sat. I never seen the place so busy in my life. Okay. So we stopped and we had a couple more. I had two more drinks. And I said to her, I am hungry. She said, well, what do you want to do? You want to go home? I said, no, it's 12 o'clock. If I start rattling pans here where I live, they'll arrest me, you know. So we went to a place called the Copper Penny that's in this place. And it's good food. It really has good food. So I ordered a bacon cheeseburger. Okay. Marie said, I'll get a turkey club with bacon. Okay, that's cool. So when it came out, it had a little thing of French fries with it. It had the bun, had the knife stuck in it. Okay. And I looked at her and I said, I'm using the bun. She said, that sounds like vodka talking. I don't give a rat's ass.
I'm doing it.
Okay. I might have ate half the French fries. Okay. Well, I tell you what, they were sliding. Everything was just, we're doing good. So now I'll go up to go to pay. And that where you pay,
Hey, Lashes.
that's just how you doing. they have a big cooler, but all glass with desserts in it. So in for a penny, in for a pound. I told the girl behind the counter, I said, I showed her the back of my phone. I said, I'm Tom Garvey, the keto cook. Okay. I said, you may know me. Marie says, boy, the vodka's really talking now. Okay. Just give me 2 of them eclairs right there. Mike, we brought the eclairs home. Now, this is, you got to understand, this is probably 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. All right. Well, I filled my face with that. And I'm with that eclair. And I got to tell you, 20 minutes later, I felt like I went 10 rounds with Joe Frazier.
Yeah.
Beat me up big time. Marie says, you want to check your blood? I said, I'll blow that machine up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now I'm thinking Sunday might be a bad day for me, the whole bet. And I got up. I didn't do my blood sugar because I knew it was going to be high. It's almost like denial type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But around noontime, I shook it off, and then I finally did it, and it was like 170. So that's high, but not what I thought it was going to be.
Actually, 170 is not bad.
No.
You could do way worse.
But that night, okay, and early in the morning, my knees, my hips, my ankles, okay, wow, boy, I felt like crap. So with that said, I can't do it. I mean, I just, I got to, once in a while, no, not a problem. But just to go back to it and say, screw it. No way. Can't do it. So learn my lesson. I can't. I felt like, what was the guy with the hand? Hello, how you doing? Senor Wentz?
Yes.
That's what I felt like. Give me the eclair. But get out of the line. Yeah, exactly. So we jumped right back on the wagon again, but then I didn't get any weight from it. Finally, all the joint pain and stuff went away, but other than that, it was good.
Well, I got to tell you, I was watching Shark Tank this week from last week's episode. I think it was last week, but anyway, they had a guy on there that he was marketing this tortilla. And it was low carb and is low carb, and it's made with cactus.
Hey, squirrel.
Hey, squirrel. It's got other things in it besides cactus, but it's got cactus in it. And he had, it's called Tia Lupita tortillas, and I looked at the list and of ingredients. I found it at Sprouts. And I researched it ahead of time. There's only 2 things in there. It's like 3 or 4 net carbs, I think. And it's a small tortilla. But
hey, Nance,
it's got cassava flour, which does not have gluten, but there are carbs associated with it.
It needs gluten.
Yeah, and then it doesn't have wheat. The ingredients are pretty clean as far as keto stuff. Except for it does have sunflower oil in it, but it's not real high on the list. It's about halfway down the list of ingredients. And it's really a short list of ingredients. I'm going to try them, see what they do, see what they like.
So with saying that, now I found this La Benita. It's a Mexican supermarket. Okay. That's where I get my peppers and stuff from. They have, there is, you see, I think it's Mission who makes the small tortillas.
Those street tortillas, the street taco size.
So I'm looking at Marie and I said, they don't look right to me, and they very floury, doughy taste and this and that. But the place itself makes their own. Okay, and their own is 7 carbs.
That's not bad for total carbs.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Mission is. Net carbs 0, 7 carbs, whatever.
Exactly.
So I said, you know what? I'm going to try them. And I look for the after effects. Okay. Headache, whatever, with the blood sugar stuff.
Right.
That's my main concern is the blood sugar. Okay. That's that's my nemesis right there. But, I'll have 2. So that's 14 carbs, whatever I put in there. I'm 20 and I'm good. Then I'll have a little something at night, whatever. And that's the way I've been doing it. I haven't gained any weight. I haven't
There you
really
go.
lost any weight.
But your blood sugars are doing decent.
Blood sugars are fine. So
So
that's
yeah,
my
it's
main.
working. It's
Yeah.
working. That's all that matters.
So that's my
And I
main.
say, I look at it this way: if you ain't gaining, you're winning.
Yeah. I got water right now, Mike. I haven't gotten into anything yet. I might have a little
Mhm.
something. Here's Alan. Alan, how you doing?
Hey, Alan. Um,
Just Jason
so
Keto's here.
hey, Jason. So I got an idea.
I'm gonna.
Since we didn't have a guest planned for tonight,
Okay.
I'm gonna interview you.
Are you sure about that?
What you think about that? You gonna go on, as Lep says, you on the hot seat.
I'm in the hot seat. Oh boy, this could get ugly. I just turned on. I didn't have my YouTube on.
So, at what point did you realize that you were a fat man?
Oh, let me get that fixed. Let me get
Started
that
out
fixed.
real good.
Yeah, exactly. Boop.
Yeah.
Hey, if somebody in the chat, this is Mike's side of it, but if somebody in the chat, I can't control it for some reason, can drop some links, would be great.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time with it too. I've tried and it didn't want to do it.
No.
I tried to go out of this and all, and it started messing up. To bring up another page. So
Technology is crazy.
yeah. So
all right.
So
Just
what led you to keto?
Hi, my name is Tom, and I'm a fat guy. Well, I'm going to tell you the God's honest truth was the first time I broke my leg in North Carolina, and I couldn't get around. Okay, I broke it. I think I was 55 or 56 years old. Okay, and I just cannot flat out. I could not move without the cane. I broke it in 4 places, so I got 13 screws plus. I got 13 screws in my leg, 1 in my ankle. They shot up, looked like they were building a house the way they did it. 4 plates, and just
Wow.
can't do it. Now, on top of that, battling with bladder cancer and stuff, I didn't have the right answers. I wasn't satisfied about what they were doing, how I was getting around. So I said I have to take control of it. All right. So we were in Florida, went down to the pool, and all the women gathered around me because they wanted shade. So,
and you just thought you were popular.
Yeah, I was a big boy, big boy. So I started it, and lo and behold, I lost 44 pounds like within about 4 months. Okay, and I'm saying, wow, this thing really
That's
works.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I said, man, this thing really works. And next thing you know, I laid the cane down. So I said, wow, all right. So I started walking, exercise, and stuff like that, plus watching what I was eating. Now, coming from a culinary background, I knew what to drop, what not to drop, the whole bit. Easy, dude. Easy, dude. So
just think, dude, we're going to put you on the hot seat too, just as soon as you'll let us pin you down.
Hopefully next week.
Yeah.
So what happened was, we were pretty active in our community.
Thanks, Alan.
What I did was, Mike, I built on the back of my golf cart. I built a barbecue. All right. So
I love that you did that. Oh man, that's so inventive. I love it.
We had a group of people that we were around, and this and that, even hot dogs, hamburgers, stuff like that. But on the back of it, I even did boiled peanuts. We did a whole bunch of stuff on it. We did a drive-in movie one night. Okay. And I made popcorn. We had a big sheet up, and I showed the honeymooners, and everybody came. It was like a drive-in, but it was with golf carts. So at the same time, I'm doing keto, all right, or trying to do keto. And next thing you know, I started bread and this and that. And a bunch of us get together to go out. Why can't I have pizza? The whole bit. Well, anyway, long story short, I gained 62 pounds back from losing 44.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, the cane is back on medications. I mean, it was horrible. At that point, I believe I was taking 18 different medications.
Damn.
Yeah. So I couldn't do Florida anymore. It was just too hot, and I don't know. you got put in that category that you're an old person because you're in Florida, and furthest thing from the truth.
Well, that's the thing in Florida, Georgia, and the entire Southeast. You not only got the heat, you got that hellacious humidity.
I mean, the worst thing in the world is a fat guy, okay, coming out of the shower and sweating again, not to go back and take
Mm-hmm.
another shower. No.
Uh huh.
We didn't call it a swimming pool; we called it a stew pot in the swimming
Yeah.
pool.
Fat guys
So
become like pork rinds.
yeah,
We're
like Alan
cooking
says,
in our own fat.
it's yeah, like Alan says, pretty hot in Vegas. But you know what? It's like there again, it's dry. I can sit outside at 110 degrees and be fine. In Florida, you just walk 3 feet and you're drenched. So that's
Exactly.
me anyway.
Yep.
So I told Maria, I said, let's go. I said, I've about had enough. We come out here, visit my daughter and my grandkids. And my daughter saying, Pop, you would love it out here. I said, I know I would. The whole bit.
What's not to like, right?
Yeah. So thinking about it, I said to Maria, I said, here's what happened. We were out here and I got chest pains. Okay, we visited them.
Wow, that's scary.
Yeah, I get chest pains. Go to the hospital. And doctor says, you have AFib, you have this, blah blah blah. Reading off a whole truckload of stuff. So my daughter says, Pop, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You're in Florida. I'm out here. I just can't leave the boys to come out to where you are. I think it would be easier for you to pack up and come out here. Made sense.
It does.
So we go back. We go back to Florida. I bang a sign in the front yard. 3 days later, people buy it. I was like mortified.
Wow, that's fast.
And then on top of it, okay, the guy says, I want to buy all your stuff, furniture, tools, everything. Give me a price. So thinking about how we were going to move out here, it would have probably been like 10 grand with a truck, the whole bit, or a moving company to move out here. And with all my stuff, where do I put it? All right. I had Mike, I had 6 different barbecue grills. You know what I mean? I can't put them in the bedroom. Marie frowns on that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we sold as is. Got in the car, come out here, and voila, here we are. But
gives new meaning to the smoking lamp is lit.
yeah. Or snacks, anyone?
Yeah.
Nighttime snacks?
Yeah.
So what we did was we turned around, and there again, I was back with the cane, the whole bit. Matter of fact, I had to get one of them little jazzy things to go up and get the mail.
Oh yeah.
And I'm looking around, I'm saying, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. I know better. Okay, I really do know better. So what I did was I turned around and got back into it again, and got back into pretty heavy. All clean, nothing from a box, the whole bit. And I was amazed of how much stuff that's out on the internet and how much stuff there's misinformation.
Yeah.
Okay. I dropped the first week, I dropped 16 pounds. Went to my doctor to get his okay, and he's saying, whoa, wait a minute. He said, got to be careful with that, especially you got a heart condition, you got type 2 diabetes, you got to be careful with this thing. I said, well, you know what? Me and you are done, pal, because that's the furthest thing from the truth. So I went and found another doctor, and we had words in the beginning because he's a vegan, okay? Like you, that's not sustainable, the whole bit.
Yeah.
And now we're up to the point where, hey, you're doing great, numbers are down. So, yeah, I stuck with it. But my grandson said, hey, Pop, you should be making videos. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I made a video, and I looked at him. I said, this is bullshit. He said, now you got to edit it, Pop. What the hell are you talking about? Edit. All right. So, I mean, I learned a little bit more. But the thing right now is I'm sticking with it, and things are changing. Meeting people like you, Alan, everybody that's in the chat, met a mega bunch of people. Okay. Support. I consider all friends. And it's been a great journey. I mean, it's,
Mm-hmm.
I'm liking it. Like I said, I had the Boston cream puff, whatever the frig it was, it threw me into a dizzy, but I was good. You know, I know what I can't have. So
Well, that's the thing. Once you get to recognizing the things that you can't have, it's a boy. You that is a huge step
yeah, I mean,
because that. Go ahead.
people learned over the years you don't stick your hand into a bee's nest. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, they what what may affect one person may not affect the other, and you got to
and
know how it's going to react with you.
right, right. So I mean, and cooking the way I used to cook, and you had that one mindset. This goes with this, that goes with that, that goes with this,
Yep.
and this is what was great about what I'm doing now. Okay, I'm taking stuff that I used to make and changing it. Okay.
Hmm.
Whoa, wow, what a big difference. I'm always,
Well, I'm loving what you're doing with that. I'm like that's I love that because you're adapting it to your new way of eating, and it's working. It's working big time.
yeah. I
You
mean,
know,
I'm having um let's put it this. How am I going to put it? I get too far deep into it with, wait a minute, this ain't right. No, that ain't good. No, 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 no. It's all different. It's everybody has their own way of doing it, but it's there for the same purpose. Okay,
right
getting healthy.
now what I try to do that too. I try to adapt what we have been doing with what we are doing, and what I have to keep reminding myself is
Take care,
it's
Charlie.
have a good one, Charlie. Uh, it's not gonna be like it was. It's not gonna be exactly like it was.
Can't go back.
Yeah, but I can try to get it as close as I can. If you are stuck on it doesn't taste the same, you are gonna be in for a world of disappointment and you're not gonna succeed.
Mike, look at over the years. I come up with these different analogies, and I'm saying to myself, I feel like Iggy on Taxi. What do you do? But remember the days of regular beer?
Uh-huh.
Okay, all of a sudden they come up with what? Light beer.
Light beer.
Okay, now they sell more light beer than they sell regular beer.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
there's a push back to doing the regular
No,
beer because of
no.
all these microbreweries that pop up. These little
Yeah,
small microbreweries.
not at all, Charlie. You're well needed, buddy.
Thrown off.
No, no,
Thrown off.
no,
Oh
no, no,
no,
no.
no, 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 no.
So,
You got we need you to help Bill. We need you.
so now when people say, "Well, that don't taste the same," like I've been trying to perfect that pasta stuff. It's the furthest thing from pasta.
Yeah, but
I mean,
yeah.
spaghetti squash, the furthest thing from pasta. What
Yep.
I'm used to. Okay,
Yep.
but it helps.
Right. Does it
So
help to fill the void?
so when they come
I
out,
mean, you got to be
so when they come
realistic.
when they come out with pasta that was made with spinach, okay, it
Uh-huh.
wasn't made with spinach. It was made with spinach juice with the water in it to
Yeah.
to green it up and everything like that.
Yep.
But people went crazy. Oh, it's great. It's really good. Well, the way I make pasta now, it's good for me and for other people who do it. Alan
There you
knows it.
go.
Alan knows it, and um, what's her name? The lady who invented it and stuff like that. So there's
Anita.
all Anita. So there's all critiques that people do. There's no right way, no wrong way. But the thing that
Right.
the thing that gets me is that once you do go whole food, okay, uh, and get away from with the labels and stuff like that. This is gets sticky with a lot of people. Okay, like things like keto chow and stuff like that. All right, that's a filler, but it's still processed.
Yep.
Okay, I watched just one person is saying they're having stomach issues. They're doing this one certain way and starting to have stomach issues and this and that. But they do keto chow. Now I'm not
Yeah.
knocking keto chow at all. If that works for you, knock
Go
yourself out.
for it. Yeah.
Right. But I said maybe you should back off that and see if that has something to do with you. I'm not saying it's right, wrong, or indifferent,
Hmm.
but just back off it a little bit. And yeah, I think I'm going to try that and do it that way. So, just a little bit of, I think, friendly tips for us who's stuck with it. Okay, there's a lot of people who started keto and quit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Sometimes I have issues with it. I went carnivore. I went carnivore for 6 weeks. I'm sorry, 6 months. Okay, boy, that was tough.
Yeah, that because if you, I mean, you're like me. You grew up eating the vegetables.
I had to.
And, yeah, and and then with keto, you preach to about having those vegetables that are good for you, and then to just go to the carnivore side of it, that can be a bit of an eye-opening
Yeah,
experience.
I mean, and there again, I'm not knocking it. I tell you what, I dropped a ton of weight. I felt really good, but
Right,
then I started having stomach issues that I wasn't used to.
right.
Okay, from it. But then I like to do a lot of research. I do some reading onto it and everything. It made sense of the research. Well, your body absorbs 90% of the meat.
Yep.
Okay, 10% gets discarded. So people don't actually use the bathroom that much, or they go through way too much in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But I got to the point where this is hard to say. Okay, for me right now. Ribeyes again tonight. You know what I mean? Oh, filet mignon, oh, hamburgers. Oh, Jesus. But I was missing the vegetables for some reason. Okay. And I found out doing the way I do it, if I eat chicken, I did chicken for 2 weeks straight, my blood sugar went up. The
I,
protein,
go ahead. Go
no, the
ahead.
protein actually turned into glucose. I mean, more.
Oh, yeah, it can do that if you get enough of it in there. I have been told by and seen it on from various nutrition experts that the amount of protein that you should have a day is 1 gram per every pound you weigh.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean,
And see, now a
I
lot of the,
say you eat until you are satiated with it. And if I throw in vegetables and that are good for me, I can get satiated a whole lot faster.
yeah. Nancy, 58 pounds up to right now. I'm fighting 2 pounds every week to get, and that's the other thing. I put the scale away. I don't even go on that thing anymore because you get yourself bent up to that. Okay.
Hmm.
My doctor says to me, well, in the beginning, you lost water weight. Wait, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, fill a
Is
bucket
that
up
not?
with water, you know.
If I, could- the doctor told me that one time. He said, "Well, first weight you lose is water weight." I said, "If I had come in here and I had drank a gallon of water before walking in here, and you weighed me as soon as I got in here, you would have counted that weight as part of my weight, wouldn't you? If I'd have said, 'Oh, it's water weight because I drank a gallon of water.' So why doesn't it count both? If it counts that way, why didn't it count this way?"
Yeah, exactly.
And for
So,
me, Nancy, it's 110 pounds.
yeah. Nancy, I went from, I dropped 58 pounds, but I went from size 52 to size 38 in my clothes, my pants. So that, even when I did stall, I'm still feeling it a little bit. You know what I mean? Then here's my barometer in the morning. When I get up, my ring falls off. Okay, I'm not I'm not swollen no more.
And I went from 44 to a 36.
Okay, 44 to 36. Wow. Well, I got. I mean, Marie says to me, "What are you going to do with all these clothes and stuff like that?" So donate them. Put them in the. I don't see. That's one thing. If you're going to put it in the back of the closet, you're defeating your purpose about what you're doing. My whole goal was not to lose weight, vanity reasons. Mine was for health. Okay. And then when the big pandemic hit, okay, that was time that we were together in the house, couldn't go nowhere, couldn't do anything. And that, some people say, oh, we ate. And that's when I took off. That's when I thrived on it because I made sure
Yep.
that this is perfect timing. You
Yep.
know,
I
and
had a friend of mine says, "You've entered nah territory," and I said, "Nah territory?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "I don't know what that means," and he goes, "No ASS Atoll. And I said, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you got to move.
Now
So
see there's the man. Ron is the man. He went from a 60 to a 34.
there you go, buddy.
You are the man, Ron.
Yeah. The the fact of the matter is that if the mindset, you got to get your mind clear with it. Weight Watchers, too much to do. Count points, blah blah blah, back and forth. Okay. All the other stuff, having stuff sent to you.
And in Hemlock, how you doing?
What's up, buddy? IH, my man. So going from that thing to where even on keto or low carb, you can drive yourself nuts with counting macros. Okay.
Yep.
And for what reason? So, well, I'm under this, I'm under that. Alan has his thing marked out that works for Alan.
Exactly.
Okay? I use stuff that when I look, I did one video and I took the broccoli and I looked all around like this at it. Marie says, "What are you doing?" So I'm looking for the ingredients. Okay, none. There's none there.
Yeah.
So
it lacks. I don't have a label. How am I supposed to know?
so I have some people that turn around and say to me, "Well, that's very restrictive." I don't think so. You know what I mean? I'm just but that's me. You know what I mean? So
it's what works. You've got to be adaptive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just the way it is. You know, you know, I counted for a while. I did, and then I did it for the first roughly 2 months, and it got to be where it was like work. And I said, I'm done with this and I have what I considered a revelation. I said, okay, these vegetables that I'm counting the carbs of, the broccoli, the cauliflower, the Brussels sprouts, the asparagus, you know, all of those things, celery, lettuce of umpteen kinds, you know, cabbage.
You drive
of
yourself
umpteen
crazy
kinds.
with it.
That ain't what made me fat.
Right.
And so why am I counting these carbs and all? So, and I said, and I'm counting them for garlic. I'm counting them for all this other stuff. I'm like, no, I'm done.
And the other thing I got to stress is like people who, well, I got to join a gym now, or I got to. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, if you move more than what you did prior to starting it, okay, you're gonna help yourself.
Right
now. You can lose weight exercising, but you're going to gain it back that much faster once you stop exercising.
Exactly.
Okay? So the whole idea is you got to control it here first, and then you can, you want to be Joe Atlas, you can knock yourself out with that. But moving, walking, not crazy, okay? Especially if you're getting older, okay? I find it easier to go swimming than walking because I still have issues with my joints and stuff. I don't need a cane or anything else like that. I'm not going to go out jogging. I mean, that's forget about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah. I
mean,
just
when you now, all right, you've been doing it for how long? Keto for how long?
4 years.
4 years.
On and off 4 years. Yeah.
That's what I thought. And now, what have you found to be the hardest thing about doing
it? Misinformation.
That's a good one. That's a good one because that is a big problem.
Yeah, people we're regimented, Mike. You know yourself. Okay, this is what it says. It says right here, you got to do it this way.
Yep.
Okay, and that's the furthest thing from the truth. You got to know your body. You got to find out exactly. Well, I found out last Saturday. I mean, I can't do cannolis and I can't do hamburgers with buns. But see, that's the unique thing about this. I mean, you're still eating this stuff. Okay, I didn't gain 10 pounds from it, but it showed me that I don't know how to say it. I don't have cravings anymore. Okay, but that night, Saturday night, the alcohol took over. Yo,
come Barbecue on. Mike G, welcome to the house,
my man. What's going on, brother? Yep. Exactly.
I love it. I love it. That's a good line right there.
And the fact of the matter is that you got to know yourself, and you got to want to do it too. I'm like I said, not to be muscle beach or anything. I know my place. I'm 68 years old. I'm going to be 69 years old. Okay.
Yep.
I'm not trying to impress anybody. Okay. But one thing I do want to do, I want to stick around a little bit longer so I can aggravate the hell out of people.
You're not looking for an invite to the Raiders practices to be for a tryout.
No, exact. Furthest thing from the truth. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I'm getting
Hey,
myself.
Uncle.
Hey, Uncle, what's up, brother? I'm getting myself to the point, Mike, where I can enjoy myself, and if I want, I can trip and fall and have a little bit here and there. You know what I mean? But I just
Yep.
got to watch it. You just can't indulge
Exactly.
like I used
It
to.
won't. Yeah. You know, you just know when you got to cut it off. You got to cut it off. So, having said that, what do you like the most about keto?
I'm eating one time a day. It's not on my mind 24/7. Oh, got to make this, or I got to have a snack, or I got to have this, I got to have that. Okay, or I can't have this, can't have that. We eat probably between 3 and 4 in the afternoon. I'll do a video, or Marie cooks, whatever. Marie's a great cook too. Also, we'll have our dinner, and that's it. I don't have to worry about having a snack or this and that. Now, usually after we eat, she'll make like cheese and chips. We put a little jalapeno in it and stuff.
Hang on. Charlie just cracked a line that I'm sitting here about to die laughing thinking about it. He said keto groupies.
If anybody check out his Charlie's cooking secrets for men.
Oh yeah.
Check out the last video that he put up. I tell you what, good stuff.
They hang around the kitchen looking for snacks.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No.
I had to recognize that comment.
Yep. But that's where I'm at right there with that. I mean, as far as just eating one time a day, not have to worry about it. That's the thing. That little extra stress that you put on yourself. Okay. Try to be as stress-free as possible. You know. So I just got done eating, so now I need dessert. Mike, do you remember back in the day when they would turn around and say, well, the reason why you have dessert is because the sugar helps stop your hunger.
Yes.
It tells your brain that you're full.
And it's a total opposite.
The truth.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, smoke a joint, but don't inhale. What the hell are you talking about? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
what was it that I heard a politician recently. I thought back to Bill Clinton where he said it, but I didn't inhale.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
and I heard a politician say, they asked him, said, "Did you smoke marijuana?" He said, "Yeah, I smoked it." He goes, "And yes, I inhaled." He said, "What was the point of me even smoking it if I wasn't gonna?"
There you go. That's you hit the nail on the head right there. Now I gotta say, I indulge with alcohol, not like I used to.
Hey,
I like my wine every once in a while. Maybe once, twice a week, I'll have some. Summertime's coming. I don't drink beer like I used to.
yeah, me either.
Okay, so I'll draw the line, but there again, there's no keto police. There's nobody going to come
Right.
knock on the door and say, "Hey, you can't have that." All right, let's check how many carbs have you had today? You know, with the light on you. So yeah, I mean, all these different falsehoods that people have about it. That's the danger of doing something like this.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of them out there.
Yeah, it's just it's heartbreaking. It really is.
Is there something that you wished you had known before you started that you didn't know, and now you go, "Wow, wish I'd have known that when I started."
I tell you what, I wish I known sooner.
Okay, that works too. That's yeah.
Okay. The amount of money that we spend on medications for the wrong things is the problem. We're a numbers country. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is put up by numbers.
Yeah.
All right. You have your cholesterol's 200. You got to put it on this pill. Okay. Well, wait a minute. I knew back in the day that I had issues with that because I questioned it. All right, so you're telling me that I'm 6 foot and a guy that's 3'11", our numbers are supposed to be the same? I don't understand that. Okay.
Makes no sense.
Your blood pressure. Oh, I got to tell you this. I got back. I got even. Okay. Mr. Garvey, we're next. I walk in, and I know they don't watch, so I don't give a rat's butt. But this young lady that was taking me to the back, okay, she was chunky. All right. So she said, after we leave the scale, we're going to go to this room right here. Walks me all the way to the back. Okay. Then they got this scale on there that they weigh trucks on. Okay. And she says to me, you want to jump on the scale? I said, you first. At first she laughed when I had that serious look. Oh, no, I can't. All right. I get on a scale. She says, oh, all right, weight's the same. Walks me all the way back up, goes in, sits down, takes the blood pressure thing, puts it over my sleeve, over my clothes, and takes the blood pressure.
And not accurate at all.
Your blood pressure's a little high. I said, no shit. You just waltzed me through the whole building. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Put me on the scale. You wouldn't get on the scale. That upset me, I told her. I said, then you walk me back up here again. Then you put this thing over top of it, over my clothes. I said, that's not accurate at all. All right. So the doctor comes in. He says, oh, blood pressure's a little elevated. I said, you want to take it right now? I said, I'll take my shirt off and it's, or roll up my sleeve. No, that's fine. That's fine. So we talked later on about my blood pressure pills. I said, nope, we're done. That's the next one we're getting off. So after talking to him, my blood pressure was normal. It was 120 over 70.
See, that's perfect numbers.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the thing you got to watch out for the phony crap that they put you through. You know what I mean? In a different medication. Like I said before, I was on 18 different medications. And then when I came out here, I was on 13 different ones. Now I'm down to 3. So
I'm down. Let's see. I'm on 3. I got blood pressure, gout, and the pituitary tumor medicine.
Okay.
And
now switching out your diet, that didn't help you with the gout?
It did, but my gout is hereditary.
Okay.
It only helped up to a point because my father had it, my brother has it. It was not diet related. The doctor told me, he said, your gout is hereditary. It's not diet related. And
okay.
No matter what I do, I'm going to have periodic, unless I take the medication, I'm going to have periodic issues with gout. And usually, well, before I started taking medication, it was amazing how it worked out. I could always count on springtime. When the sap goes up the trees, the uric acid goes up in my blood.
Mm-hmm.
It never failed. It would always be that same time of year I was going to have it happen.
Wow.
And I'm like, and I told the doctor that, and he goes, really? And I said, yeah. And I know a lot of people with gout who have the same problem. He said, I've never heard anybody draw that correlation. And I said, you ought to do a study on it.
You know what the funny thing is that different allergies that people have. Okay.
Right.
They don't, I haven't really heard of anybody going and getting tested for food allergies. I mean, I did for, with raw egg and stuff like that, but they don't go extensive in it. Same thing is, I told my doctor is that, well, your blood sugar is a little high. Okay. When am I going to get an insulin test? Test my insulin. Oh no, we don't do that. Okay. Because they say that's like a $600-700 test to do. So yeah, they back off that unless you want to pay for it yourself,
right,
to get it done. But that's the basis of it all is, hey, you're insulin resistant. Well, why and how come and what's the ratio? What's the numbers? They don't do it. So,
well, when I go for my physical, every year. Since I've been on Medicare, I don't get charged. I don't have a fee. But then when I go back, they say, "Oh, we got to collect $25 from you." And I said, "Why?" And they said, "Because we did an A1C and they don't pay for that."
That's insane.
Right. And I'm thinking that seems to be the most basic thing in the world. Why the heck aren't they paying for it?
And if anybody, if you do any kind of research on it, I don't want to bore the crap out of people in there, but if you do any kind of research on it, the reason why they bring you back every 90 days is because that's when your blood cycles.
Yep.
That's how long it takes to filter and go through your whole system is 90 days. So they keep
Mhm.
changing that. All right. So if you go back the night before your 90 days is up and you have eclairs from the casino, okay, your A1C is going to be through the roof.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Yep. Because
it's
the A1C, he's absolutely right. The A1C will give you a reading of what your blood sugars were in the
90 days
last 3
cycle.
months, the last 90 days.
Yeah.
And if you're not familiar with how it works, if you've got 5.6, 5.5, there's different schools of thought. Some of them say 5.8. I've also heard it all the way up to 6.0 as a A1C that you're fine. Above that, you are pre-diabetic or diabetic. They can't, like Mayo Clinic, I've read where they do 5.7 or 8 for pre-diabetes. But you go to the doctors, a lot of them around here, they'll say, "Oh, anything over 5.6. If you're at 5.6, you're pre-diabetic."
Right. Yeah.
Well, I was told I was pre-diabetic, and I asked him, I said, "Why does the Mayo Clinic say I'm not?" And they said, "Oh, well, I don't know what they say. I just know what I do."
Hey,
And I'm
Michelle.
like, "Well, hey, Michelle,
Yeah.
how you doing, Michelle?"
Everything is so obscure. I mean, I've seen Michelle the other night on. I didn't say anything about it, but she follows the guy I follow, Dr. Westman.
Westman, yeah,
Okay, and
he's smart as a whip on this.
he's the only one that has any data that goes back, and it all comes back to Atkins, following the Atkins diet.
Right.
But with that said, is he just did a thing on a study that they did that if you are on a keto or low carb, especially keto, may cause heart problems.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he dug into that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He said this is the furthest thing from the truth, and he really. So that's kind of the guy that I follow him. I'm about Ken Berry and all. I don't follow Dr. Berg anymore. He's a salesman.
Yeah, the longer he has been with this, the more he becomes a salesman to me.
Yeah.
He's just
He had some good information in the beginning, but
exactly. And if you want to look, if you're going to do anything with him, look at his early stuff.
yeah. Michelle, you're right. Low blood sugar is not good either. That
You're
could
right.
be
Absolutely.
that could be very close to type 1 diabetes also.
Right. And they are drawing a lot of correlations to someone who is prone to low blood sugars of eventually becoming a diabetic, what they call type 1 diabetic.
Yeah, type 1. And then, they try to come out with type 3 diabetes, with the
Alzheimer's.
And there again, I firmly believe in that, but there's not enough studies on it yet. You know what I mean?
Now,
you eliminate.
Michelle, did you have when you were when you were pregnant? Did you have gestational diabetes at all? I did. That's because there's some data out there that suggests that people that also can lead to eventually having what they call type 1.
That was my daughter also. She had problems with. That's when she was diagnosed with type 2. Now she's fine. When she was pregnant both times. So, I mean, here again, I go back to it. It all comes to what you put up yonder here. What you put in your mouth. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, you could be the couch potato, sit there and eat yo-yos and you whatever the hell they call that stuff. Chips and all, and not exercise the whole bit. So guess what? The end result's going to be.
Let me call Paige and get her to bring me one of them yo-yos.
But that's that's where I'm at with it, Mike. I mean, I'm enjoying what I'm doing now. It's helping me. The crowd of people that I'm with or watch and do keeps me going with it. Keeps me going because I'm like one and done type of thing. This bullshit. Move on to the next one.
Yeah. Um, yeah.
Uh,
My BS meter can
yeah,
go off on things, and I'm like, yeah, no, mm-mm.
and you can call it. All I do is I cook. This is the way I eat. This is what helped me. Like it, don't like it. There we go.
Yep.
You know.
I'll tell you
Uh,
what. I tell people I've got a disclaimer in my descriptions every time. I'm not a doctor. I don't play one on TV, and I dang sure didn't stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
yeah,
So
and, and
and I'm not a nutritionist.
yeah, I know what works for me, and on top of it, thank God Marie turned around and she said, "Well, I'm not going to make pasta if you can't have it." See, that doesn't bother me. Right?
Doesn't bother me either. If you
You
want it, have it.
right, but Marie lost 51 pounds doing this. Okay,
That's
uh,
fantastic, Marie.
but Marie don't
And
have
I know
no
you didn't have any health issues.
none. I mean,
Yeah.
go to the doctor. She's there like 10 minutes. In and out. Okay, they said, "Here's what I like about Marie." All right, because of your age, we're going to send you for these tests. Marie said, "No, you're not going to go look for anything."
Because
Just
they
got,
start looking,
yeah.
they're determined.
She said, "You just
I'm not going back with an empty thing. I got the yeah.
yeah." So she got to the point where all right, it is what it is, and just moving on there. But the weight loss did a lot for her. Here's the thing: they said, "Well, if you're doing keto, we got to check your thyroid." Okay, same thing. They're starting to find out that that's bull crap
It's
too.
bull. Yeah, it's bull. It doesn't do anything like that.
Your cholesterol's going to go higher. This and that. Mine's fine. Mine has never been better.
Mine either.
Okay,
Mine was high. It ain't no more.
so it's just there again. I don't know if I'm getting closer to the end. I know I am. I'm not closer to the beginning. Let's put it that way. But it takes you a long time in life to figure out exactly what.
Yeah, it's so true. That ain't never been a truer statement said.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I'm liking it. I really am, and I'll continue to spew my.
What was it Mickey Mantle said? If I'd have known I was going to live this long, I'd have took better care of myself. And I took-
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know,
Say, Michelle.
thyroid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like mentioned, even there, who come up these numbers? Like I said before, whose blood pressure is the right way? Go to a gym, put a meter on a weightlifter, and watch him lift a couple hundred reps. Okay, with 300 or 400 pounds on it,
Mhm.
and watch his numbers. They'll be up 400. Over a couple hundred because of the strain and stress they're going through. But they'll come right back down again. So they put you on blood pressure medication because at the time they walk you to the back of the place, come back. There's a method to their madness. Go over the shirt like they did, and then say, "Well, you know what? You got to get this medication." Start this medication, then you start to chasing your tail, all the way around.
Well, I went to the doctor one time, and well, he said, I want to check your blood pressure again, and I said, okay. So the nurse had already done it, and he said he checked it, and he goes, wow, it's higher than it was a little while ago. And I said, yeah. And he goes, well, that's not good. I said, well, I can tell you why. And he goes, why? I said, because I see that KY jelly and them rubber gloves over there. I said,
Yep, we ain't going there. That's for
and
sure.
he about fell out on the floor laughing.
That's why I went to the doctor and he told me, he said, "You know what? Sorry," he said, "I'm sorry to tell you this, but it's going to give you 6 months to live." I said, "Wow, holy crap." I said, "Well, you know what? I can't pay the bill." So he gave me another 6 months.
Yeah. What was it? Uh, a dear friend of mine, he got cancer, and the doctor told him he had X number of months to live. And he goes, Doc, can I pick which months they are? You know?
Well, there again, you get told that. I experienced it. You're going to die the next day. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Uh, I went through it, and that was like one of the triggers to start me on this whole journey. But I did it ass backwards. I did everything. I
You
started
know,
juicing.
here's what I don't understand too with folks with cancer. They will have they you know, I'm not feeling the best. I feel a little bad. And they would do
Show somebody.
surgery for the cancer, and then they'd take cancer out, and then the next or they couldn't get to it. The next thing you know, in a matter of a month or so, this person's dead. And I'm like, what happened when that cancer got exposed to air? Did it just go like poof, and just explode and go everywhere?
Yeah, I mean, I was going through treatment here, and here's the funny part about this. I was going through treatment. That's when they discovered I had type 2 diabetes. Okay. Wow. How'd that happen? Okay. Well, from the treatment, the doctor I had, it was a straight shooter in North Carolina, great guy. Um, and I had bladder cancer. So, I mean, it was very uncomfortable getting examined the whole bit. And, I had it for about 12 years. I battled with it. Just not since I came out here is when I
Mhm.
was told that I was cancer free.
Yep.
So about 12 or 13 years, I went through this bull crap. But my point is, um, don't eat this, don't eat that. Then the treatment, I couldn't get any more treatment because it created me with type 2 diabetes. So if you have type 2
Right.
diabetes, you can't get the treatment.
Right. Yep.
Okay. So I said, well, let me see what I can do myself with it. So this actually eating cleaner and stuff like that. Cigarette smoke has a lot to do with it. But I haven't. But the scare tactics is what I'm trying to get at. Okay,
Hmm.
for you to follow the protocols and stuff like that.
Right.
So we have a mutual friend, and I'm not going to mention his name because I'm sure he wouldn't want me to say anything. But he's going through total hell with a little heart problem.
Yeah.
Okay, mentally, okay, they're beating him up with it.
Yep.
So I sort of laid out the stages of what was going to happen, what I went through, and he called me. He said, "Holy moly!" He said, "What you're saying? That's exactly what they're doing to me."
Yep.
I said, if you had a problem, your butt would be in the hospital. Okay, they would have your chest cracked open and doing their thing. I said, but it's looking to push the pills. That's basically. Well, I'm still on one pill. It's right now. I just got the. Had to go pick them up the other day. $47 is my payoff for 30 days. Okay, when I hit the donut hole, come around November. Okay, then it's $430 for me for that prescription.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, well,
Which I do have a fourth thing that I take, and it's for psoriasis and psoriatic arthritis. It's a shot. That's the most expensive thing I take, and every 3 months it's like $200, and there will come a time in it where in the year where I get to the maximum that I don't have to, and it's at $40 in. But my copay for 90 days on the three pills that I take, that's right at $40 total for 90
yeah.
days on all of them.
See, they'll bring Marie back in a year's time because you know what? They're not making any money off of her. So I mean, she takes nothing. I got to fight with her to take her vitamins. Take
Hey,
your vitamins.
Jonathan.
So, but yeah. I mean, and there again, it's not conspiracy. We need doctors. I'm not saying not to go to your doctor the whole bit.
Oh
But
no, no, I'm not saying that either.
and
I
we
would
need
never
to.
tell you that.
I just question what their motives are as far as, especially when you say you're on keto diet.
Right.
Um, well, they told you 100 times, right? That's not sustainable. And
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
here we are. We're still here.
What? It's like the last physical, the doctor told me, he said, "Yeah, you got a number here that bothers me." And I said, "What is it?" He said, "That's your ketones. It shows you have ketones." I said, "Yeah." That's what I
Duh.
want.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And he goes, oh, well, yeah, you do keto, but that's, I said, am I in ketoacidosis? He goes, no, 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 you're not. And I said, where's the problem? I said,
That it's what my doctor now says to me. Well, you need to eat more vegetables. And
Michelle hit it. Go to the right doctor. Yes.
exactly. And it's not to the doctor that you want to hear what they want to say.
Yeah.
You want the doctor to be straightforward with you and say, hey, look, keep doing what you're doing. Your numbers are looking great. They can't tell you to do this alternative stuff unless you go to a holistic somebody who does that. But you got to watch them too because they're pushing. Some
Yeah.
nutritionist told me one time, you need to eat more beets. So what the hell are you smoking?
Yeah.
I'm a diabetic.
No.
That's what
No. That sugar content puts you in a coma.
Yeah. So I mean, it's all crazy stuff. But
Well, I you know, with doctors, what I want from my doctor is for him to think outside the box. Don't necessarily be stuck into one way of thinking about approaching a problem. Be willing to look at it from all sides, and when you're given proof that it's working, accept it.
Tennessee,
How you doing, Tennessee Bushcrafter?
that's the problem. That's where I knowing I'm a little bit more educated than I was 4 years ago when I started this. Okay. I bounced
Hmm.
back and forth with it because I was ignorant to the fact that it was more personal. Well, why can't I have a slice of pizza? This is bull crap, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I have those days where I say, "Why can't I do this?" And then I'll have it, and then I'll feel like crap. I say, "Oh yeah, that's why." Oh yeah.
Mike, that first night I went and played out, the first night I played,
Uh,
I could stand up and scratch my ankles without bending over. That's how my arms felt. but it was fun. If I was still living the lifestyle I was before, I could never do it. Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
yeah,
So
go
so
ahead. I'm sorry.
if you had one thing that you could tell somebody starting out on keto, what would it be?
Patience.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Got to have patience.
Yep.
You were a big inspiration to me on different ways you put things, and you hit the nail on the head when you said all the stuff that we're eating now. That's the stuff that didn't make me fat.
Yep.
Okay, I it took me 45 years to get out of shape, blowing up, can't
Hmm.
walk, can't do that. So changing and I don't call it a diet. I don't think it's a diet. I call it a lifestyle. Okay.
Yep.
Come like there again, coming from the culinary world, we were taught starch, protein, okay, something sweet, especially if you have a place with alcohol. Have a piece of apple pie. Oh, let's stop at the bar and have a drink, okay, because that
Yep.
sugar keeps you craving. But I would like to see somebody open up a keto and not stress that it's keto. Okay, I like to see somebody open up a restaurant that's low carb
Me too.
and just not say anything, but just go
Right.
in. No, we don't have baked potatoes, but we can have this. Well,
Right. Right.
we can have rice cauliflower. It's cauliflower. It's not rice. Yeah, but patience is the big thing because
Yeah.
I just want to add to it real quick, Mike. Everybody's saying, "Oh, you got to try intermittent fasting. You got to do this. You got to Dr. Fong and this and that." Okay. Now, after researching and looking into it and stuff, yeah, I mean, he was on the right track with it. But that was he was talking about other problems that people had to do that. But once you go high fat, low carb, no sugar, you only eat one time a day. The American society does not know what it is to be full.
That's right. You are 100% correct.
raised, they'll this and that because the sugar is keeping you eating. Okay. But once you cut out the sugar and you go low carb, okay, guess what? I had steak topped with some butter, a little salad. Bingo, I'm done. And don't look for anything else. That's the whole thing. So patience would be the thing would tell everybody. It does, and I see that there again. Michelle just said fasting triggers her binge response. Okay,
Michelle, let me try this. Try fasting, and when you break your fast, do it with a small amount of, well, I won't say small amount, like a medium amount size of protein, like uh, do some
Michelle,
scrambled eggs, do some like that. Try that and see if you still have that problem because I had that problem when I first started, and then when I would break my fast, I would do it with a protein, and it the binge response was cut big time.
yeah, she said fasting on purpose to do it on
Right.
purpose.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I got to say also, she still works.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's kind of hard to
And I'll
like
bet you
starting.
money she's at work right now. I'll bet you,
But yeah,
because
I
I
mean,
know her. She works late into the evening a lot.
yeah. So yeah, but we do it. I mean, to the point where all right, I'm done. I'm pretty well full. Then boredom takes over. I'm bored. What are you gonna do?
Uh-huh.
Well,
Yep.
maybe have something. So yeah,
Yeah, she said, yep, she's working.
yeah.
Hey, oh, I'm so glad you're here, Michelle. I gotta tell you, I had seen you do the things on the videos on Javi Coffee. I had seen you do it, and they contacted me and they wanted me to do uh, try it. And if I liked it, and I told them, I said, well, I got to like it before I, you know, give you a thing. And they said, no worries, we know you're gonna like it. But if you don't like it and you still want to do the video, that's fine too. And I said, okay.
I got.
So I did it. I'm here to tell you that stuff was great. I'm not a big coffee fan, and I loved it.
I got an email from them, but I thought it was a scam, so I turned it down.
It is. Oh, I'm telling you, Tom, you can do hot coffee with it too. But
Mm-hmm.
I the coffee when have coffee, it's usually hot. But when I made the video to do this, I said, guess what? I'm gonna do a cold coffee. I'm gonna do that because if that can pass that one, I know it's gonna be all right
Yeah,
because
and
I don't like cold coffee. I'm like, oh my god, this is so dang good.
and see that's the other thing with fasting, and like I said, it's unconscious. I don't do it. I'm going to fast. Okay, I'm just not hungry.
Mhm.
I got myself trained to the point where I'm just not. Sometimes, Mike, I have to look in the refrigerator and I'm saying this is a waste of electricity because we have nothing in there other than what we're going to make for that day, whatever. Take it from the freezer and put it in the refrigerator, throw it out, blah blah blah. And so I'm saying, man, waste of electricity. But I found myself drinking more coffee. I'm like
Michelle
doing
said,
three.
"Go back and look at your contract, Tom, because you can get them. They'll still honor it if you contact them. Or where they contacted. Go back and contact them."
Okay.
But go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
Yeah.
interrupt.
But what I'm doing is I'm drinking more coffee. And Marie hit the nail on the head. She said, "You're not craving sugar. You're not craving dessert,
Hmm.
but coffee comes with dessert."
Oh, she's got a point.
And I'm looking at it.
She's
I'm
got a
saying,
point.
"Are you going to write a story about me? Why? Why do you want the coffee all of a sudden?" But that's and she's kind of right because after dinner I'll have a cup of coffee and I'll enjoy the living hell out of it. So he was talking about.
Oh, the insurance tell the doctors what to do. Yeah, they do that all the time.
Oh, without a doubt, without a doubt. Well,
Yeah.
I just got a thing. I just got a thing from them calling me from the doctor's office for me to go through a colonoscopy, all this stuff. I said, no, I'm not doing it. I had it done a couple years ago. I'm not chasing anything.
Yeah.
Right now I'm feeling really good. All right. So for me to go say, well, it hurts over here, when I touch it. Well, don't touch it.
Don't touch it. Yeah.
So,
I
I
broke my arm
mean,
in 4 places. Well, stay out of them places.
yeah, exactly. So, I mean, is it good prevention? I feel like I'm pretty on top of things as far as, going, if there is a problem, going to the doctor and stuff. But there again, I learned the hard way when I was told that your diabetes and go see this endocrinologist. Okay. And she told me, you need to eat more legumes. You need to. I'm looking at him saying, where, what Cracker Jack box did you get your stuff from? And I don't want to denigrate nobody, but the same token, no, I'm sorry.
That may work for some, but it don't work for me.
Yeah. So that's the serious side of it. The lighter side of keto is, I like to look when you tell people, I'm on keto. Look all around like that, I tell you, oh, you're crazy. It's almost like you're in a cult.
Yeah.
Keto,
Hey,
keto,
yeah.
keto.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back and look at the contract, Michelle, and see about that. And I saw their caramel flavor, and I want to try it. But they also recontacted me and said we'd like to do this with you on this new thing that we're just fixing to push out. It's a protein coffee, and so I'm gonna give that a shot too. Now here's what the thing is. All right, you get the coffee flavor when you drink it, but with me, coffee, I used to drink a ton of it, and then it just started really bothering my gut big time. So I got away from it. This right here, hey, YouTube police, good to see you, man.
Just got scared.
No, he's good. He's good. Don't let the name scare you. It's just a name. Don't let it scare you. But he said he's the coffee would mess with my gut, and I just got. I said I hope this stuff doesn't mess with it. It did not one single bit,
Really?
not a bit. And I'm like, I can't believe this.
Hmm.
And because I've tried cold brew stuff and it didn't taste good to me. I've tried, but this stuff I loved it. I'm telling you, I couldn't have liked it anymore. Go back and contact them, Tom,
Yeah,
and let them
well,
send it to you and try it and try it. I mean, you can make it hot. You can make a hot version with it.
yeah.
But
That's the one you put the drops in.
right. Well, you do. It's not drops. It's use a teaspoon,
Okay.
and you can put it make it strong or not strong. You can put 1 to 2 teaspoons in there.
Yeah,
So,
I will check it out. I mean, I'm getting a lot of strange stuff. People want to send stuff like that, and I had one guy sort of contact me. I gave him my number by like a dope, and I had a little issue with it. So, but I got it straightened out. But yeah, I mean, it's all good stuff. I mean,
well, I have been trying to get in touch with. It's a
coffee cleanses.
young lady that lives in South Carolina. She's she had weight loss surgery. I think
Mm.
she had the gastric sleeve, and she has a TikTok channel. It's Rissy Roo, RISSYROO, Rissy Roo. And she's also got an Instagram channel by the same name, and I think that might be her YouTube channel also. She has a whole lot more followers on YouTube than she does. I mean, on TikTok than she does the others because she's lost like 225 pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah, I want to bring her on here and talk to her
Yeah.
because while we do, she does low carb, but she doesn't do keto necessarily. But if she feels like having some carbs, she has carbs that she does. And I want to hear her explain that how she approaches it because it works for her, and that's all that matters as far as I'm concerned.
Now, I'm gonna put together, Mike. I'm gonna put together a list, and we can between the two of us contact them to set it up. But there's a lot of people. Lashes. So I know Lashes tried keto, tried low carb, and I know the last I heard she was doing some vegan, and
Hmm.
and got the best results from that. Plus, she grows her own stuff.
Hmm.
Uh, Her, I like to get up. Tennessee bushcrafters. I want to bring up. He's excuse me.
I agree. He's got so much information on stuff that he does and
He's
all
he's got
seeds
the
and
ins and outs.
whatnot. I
And
mean, man.
my point is, it doesn't matter how we do it. I just want to get him up there. You tag him, I take him, whatever, on our time. So, yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna get a hold of the dude, get him up there, and the whole thing is about how to stay green side up, without
Yeah.
getting killed by the junk we put in our face.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Ron, I watched them. I watched Two Crazy Ketos. I've been following them for a while. Uh, I did send them an email, but I didn't get any response. So it may have hit their spam folder for all I know. You
Yeah.
know.
Now, Mike, how you doing with subscribers?
Earlier today it was like 938, I think.
Okay.
But I had gotten up to over 240, and then it dropped. It was like 242, then it dropped to 239. I'm not 230 42.
I was gonna say that's a big
942,
drop, bro.
942, and then it dropped to 936, and now it's back up to 938. It's all, I'm like, how? Like,
Well,
what?
Marie had 297 for the longest time, and then she finally hit um, 300 and then 302 and then 307, and then went back to 299 again. She's saying, "What the hell?" It's just patience, you know what I mean? It's the game they play. Not a game. They just everybody fails to realize that YouTube is a business. They and ad advertising, and they use guys like us to sell their advertising.
Yep.
And that's the way it goes. So you got to play by their rules.
Hey, I got a lot of videos out there that YouTube has put their ads on, and they're making money off of me for sure. But
Yeah.
it'll happen.
Steven, what's up, brother?
Hey, Steven, how are things on the island? Ron, 5:30. Wow, Ron, that's good.
You're getting up there. You're getting up there. I
We
had
are neck. Yeah, I have noticed that we are neck and neck, Nancy. I really do. It can be fun necking with you. I'm sorry, that was too easy. I couldn't. I apologize,
boy.
Nancy. I apologize. I couldn't resist.
She's a good sport.
I know.
Nancy.
I know. That was just sitting. I went for the low hanging fruit. I went for.
and another guy who he's saying right now, TN, he's in the 200s. Make more videos. I tell you this 100 times. Make more videos. You got good stuff. Don't have to be 4 hours long. I'm cutting back, Mike. I'm cutting back on some of my times.
I joined a collab, and I'm gonna have a video coming out Saturday. It's the 4 Ps, and it's repair, reuse, recycle. I can't remember what the fourth one is now. I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah.
But I would have it as 5, repurpose. But I'm good with 4. Beverly Moffat, how you doing?
Hey, Beverly, how you doing? The fact of the matter is that we're doing stuff. I think people got lost up in the lives rather than creating. And this is just me talking. We do our live. We try to keep it under or an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever. Okay. Sometimes we'll record with somebody if we really want to get them out. But the whole idea with this right now is we had a couple people that couldn't make it up. So we just decided to just go on ourselves.
Yep. Which we're working it. And Michelle, I want to bring you up. I want you to come and tell your story because I know you got a great story to tell. Now, if y'all hadn't seen Michelle's stuff, she has got a ton of information. She's got some great videos. She has got a sausage gravy video out there that is outstanding. That is outstanding. It really is.
As long as it wasn't a Boston cream pie or something. Me and Marie crack up laughing about that because she said, why would you do that? I said, that was the vodka talking. I mean, the little guy on my shoulder. Hey, Ed, you can have it.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
when we get folks up and we've talked about it. We want to bring folks back and check in and see how things are going with them, Ron. We do want to do that because
it's important to hear. I was sorry to see. Matter of fact, I seen him back again on a couple somebody else's videos. The bearded Italian. Okay.
I have not seen him in so long. I haven't seen a video.
He stopped doing stuff because he said he was getting caught up between work, home, and YouTube.
Oh man!
So he's not doing too much anyway. He's still friends with everybody and everything like that. But in a way, he's smart. Okay, because you can get caught up in this stuff.
Oh, big time.
We're retired, so I mean, I'm trying different angles, trying different stuff.
Right. There you go. We're in a different boat than a lot of folks.
Yeah, and I got to take that into consideration when we do stuff like this, because that's why I started with the recording. I mean, we could bring people up, do it on a Sunday.
Right. It makes it a whole lot easier because I know that coming live on 6 o'clock at Eastern time on a Wednesday is that can be hard, and 3 o'clock on the West.
Yeah. I mean, nobody around.
Exactly.
Nobody around.
But well, guess what? We've been going at this for an hour and 20, almost 22 minutes.
Yeah, I need a nice shot of Boston. I mean, coffee. I tell you one thing. Somebody said to me, "Do you see yourself falling off the keto?" Well, what they call it, the keto. Hey, he's on the keto. Do you find yourself going to fall off it? I said, boy, I tell you what, if I do, it'll be at 6 o'clock news all over the nation.
Well, there you go. Now, Michelle, I'm going to send you out a contact, and maybe I think Tom's got next week, and I'll have the week after, and I'd like to bring you and record you on Sunday to air on Wednesday, if that's good with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the way we're going to go. I would like to do the live. I think Dude wants to do the live when we do it, but I'm just waiting on him because he had,
he's got so much on his plate. It's not even funny.
And then I'm going to bring up, like I said, Tennessee Bushcrafters. I got George from 805. I'm going to bring up. I got a whole bunch of people. And the reason why we're doing this is because we all eat. And
what is it Charlie says? Hey, you gotta eat. You gotta.
Yeah. He says I eat, therefore I cook.
I cook. Yeah.
Oh, and everybody, check in on Saturday morning. Okay.
Yes.
Because the two of us are going to be with Alan.
Alan, that's right.
That's going to be awesome. That's going to be really good.
It'll be 11 o'clock Pacific time, 2 o'clock Eastern time, and figure out everything in between.
Yeah, because then after we get done with that, then I got to pack up my stuff and back at there. Be careful what you talk about. Hey, check out everybody. Also, check out Alan's channel. He just did a one with a chicken parm. I tell you what, very good. But chicken and Dijon with the nice Dijon sauce, really good.
See, there you go, folks. If you are not cooking with Dijon and other mustards, you're missing out because there are no carbs.
and I'm liking the fact I encourage people to cook. Okay, learn how to cook. Make stuff your way. Make it the way you like it. Okay, but cook. If you got to rely on taking something out of a box or some crap like that, you're defeating the purpose. But you get yourself mentally into it, and not just you, everybody. Here's my man right there. Yes, I can barbecue. Simon.
Yep. YouTube police. I've got. I had Nightbot figured out, and it was working real good to drop links. But for some reason, it has decided it wants to go on strike again.
Yeah.
I thought I paid all the union people off, but
Technology, right? With the
yeah,
technology.
yeah.
Too funny.
Apparently, I missed somebody's palm. Apparently,
Boy, that's a fact. That is a fact. Now, on top of it, now I'm getting badgered by Windows to upgrade from 10 to 11.
are you
Every time
telling
I
that?
turn,
No.
but every time I turn my computer on, boop, something's going on. Something's going on. So I think I got to upgrade my computer. So
Well, I'm looking at trying to. I'm going to get a new laptop, and I'm gonna get another Apple, and I've got some money that I've earmarked for it, but it's gonna cost a lot of money. But you know,
yeah.
I they are so much more reliable than any other system that I've ever seen.
I got in fact, I'm working out a deal with my grandson. He's got a desktop that he's going to wipe and boot it up for me a little bit more so I can do
Oh,
my other
did
stuff.
he figure out the video that was corrupted?
Yeah,
Was that the one where you were on the patio cooking it at their house?
yeah.
Okay, because those ribs.
You know what? I was like ecstatic that they wanted to do that. That was before the day before. That was Friday before Easter. So, yeah, they pop. I'm gonna do because the one guy was born in North Carolina, and the other guy was born in Jersey, but they both loved the Carolina style, Eastern Carolina red sauce that I used to make and stuff. So, hey, Pop, can you show us how to do it? Yeah, I'm ready. Come on.
Hmm.
I'll go shoot a pig right now.
There you go.
But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and yeah. So we're gonna buy him another computer, and then I'm gonna take his. So that's where we're gonna head with that because the laptop is good, but it's too slow. Don't have enough oomph for it.
Yeah.
So and then plus I'm gonna be doing a little bit more recording. I mean, oh Mike, I know we want to go, but real
Yeah.
quick,
No worries.
I put up a video, and I put beats to it, playing bang bang bang, recorded it live.
Okay.
Oh, man, it's better.
All right.
I do all the trick work to it, edit it, put it up on YouTube, scheduled it for this Sunday. Okay.
Right.
I get a copyright strike
On your own beats.
on my own stuff. It says it's gonna take 30 days to straighten this out. So we're gonna put whatever money you make on it, we're gonna put it in escrow until we get it straightened out. So I found out who put the copyright strike up on it. Okay. And it was like day and night with the music. So
Oh my Lord.
So what I did, Maurice says to me, "Why are you getting so upset about it? Just put something different on it instead of going." So that's what I did. I took it off and I put my
Now,
normal stuff on there.
now, if you play a song yourself.
Jeff, what's up, brother?
Hey, Chef. If you play the song yourself, if you beat it out on the drums yourself, can they still hit you with you're doing somebody else's? Can they still hit you with a copyright?
Yes, if there's a copyright on it, there's certain things that through karaoke, it's a general license that they use for karaoke. Okay, so the music is a lot different than the original. Okay, but they still got to pay a portion to if there's a copyright on the person who wrote it.
Okay.
So, in YouTube don't get involved in this. It's between you and the guy who has the copyright strike. Okay, so the copyright strike came out of Africa, and it was a rap group. All right, and what I typed to them was, "Send me the sheet music to your beat, and I'll tell you exactly if it's the same or not." And that was the way I was going to go with it because now you got to prove it. Now you actually got to prove.
Yep, and I bet you they don't have any.
No, they don't. But Marie made the point. She said, "Here you are, 68 years old, fight with people on a computer." She said, "Stop it."
We
said,
have
okay.
cyber warfare.
Yeah. So not only is she my wife, but she's my psychiatrist too. Unbelievable. No. All right, bud. What are we gonna do? We're gonna shut her down.
Well, uh, I I had a copyright where I took the music that YouTube suggested, and I still got a copyright thing claim on it. And I replied back to him and said, "This was the music you suggested I use.
Yeah.
How
And
am
that,
I getting copyrighted on this?"
what they say,
They never responded.
because that mic is a licensing agreement. So what happens is, all that free music that's on YouTube, okay, they either pay for the license or they pass it on to you. So now the new way of doing the music is, you can buy the license. So you can get 5 when you first sign. You get 5 free songs, and that's $15 a song.
Okay.
So what they'll do is they'll give you 5 free songs to put up on your videos. Here's the kick. You turn, hey, 805, what's up, George? You turn around,
Hey, George.
and the music that you put up, you have a license agreement. So I have one song that the license agreement is going to be up in 2025. So it's a 2-year license deal that I have with them.
Okay.
Comes 2025, they're going to contact me and say, hey, guess what? Either pay for the license or we're going to take the copyright.
Okay.
Okay.
So but it is incumbent upon you, upon them to contact you, not you to contact them.
So now I just turned 600 videos. Okay. So now whatever free music I have, they're going to come back and hit that with. Okay.
Mhm.
So you got to really watch what you put up and how you put it up. And there's a lot of scam artists out there also doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So
see, now I put one out the other day about fit the fish video where I've air fried the fish.
Yeah.
And I sang, "You get a line, I'll get a pole," and we all go down to the crawdad hole.
You didn't get caught, did you?
No, and I'm like, that song's been around forever. I don't know that anybody's got a copyright on it anymore.
Oh yeah, somebody does. I had another one said that this is copyright strike, blah 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 blah. Okay, but it's not going to be shown in Russia. Okay,
I'll make that sacrifice.
Yeah, okay, I'll take that. So yeah, I mean it.
Uh-oh, you went deaf. Either I'm deaf or you muted yourself. What happened? Tom, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, there you are. There you are. I hear you again.
That's the other thing with this computer here. If I move a little bit and the wire jiggles,
Oh, okay.
cuts everything off. Yeah.
Well, before you cause a blackout in the desert, before you, we're gonna,
George.
I get, yeah. Let's go crawfishing, Michelle. I love it. I hadn't crawfished in years.
You go crawfishing, I'll cook them.
I can do that. Man, I'm here to tell you, frog gigging and crawfishing. We call it crawdadding.
Mm-hmm.
Catfishing at night. Oh man, yeah. Done that more times than I can shake a stick at.
Yeah. I tell you what. I
started camping by the riverside at 11 years old. Doing it.
Mike, before we sign off, okay? I just want to take a poll with everybody that's in here. Okay. I'll put up a video. I'll burn beef. I'll slap it in the pan. I'll do it any which way you can. Okay. All kinds of stuff. I put up one video of fish. When I call fish, I mean seafood, clams, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing gets anything. So everybody in the chat, seafood, yes or no? I can't, for the life of me, I can't understand it. Why I don't get any views.
Hey, Lance, I'm with you. I don't get a lot of views on seafood and fish either.
Crazy.
But I love it, and I love eating fish. I love seafood.
Best thing in the world for us, anyway.
You got that right.
Uh-oh. Okay, see, Mike likes it. There again, everybody, check out Big Mike, Barbecue Mike G. Good channel.
Yep. He works at Kroger. He can tell you how to get all the good deals.
And we also got Drunken Chef in the house.
There's a video for you, Mike. How to shop at Kroger and get the best bang for your buck. And get the best bang for your buck.
Yeah, and without getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You might even be able to get them to sponsor it for you.
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, bro.
I don't think so.
Lance says cook it.
That's it.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I hate to do it, but we got 13 in here, and but we need to haul this off for a little while. We've been on here for over an hour and a half because we've been trying to keep it to an hour, and guess what? We failed. Guess what?
Yeah, again.
Yeah, that's one thing about doing it recorded. It is way easier to stick to that hour.
Yep.
Yep. Well, brother, take care.
Yes, sir. I will. I'll be in touch. I'm going to send you out a list of people that I'm going to bring up, and like I said, between the two of us,
I'll do the same thing. I'll send you out who I want to bring up.
It don't have to be one or the other, so we'll just work it that way.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Everybody, it's been a blast. Let's do this again. Same bat channel, same bat time.
That's right. And with this time next week, we'll be live from Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
All right, man.
Have a good one, brother.
Okay. Bye-bye.